G'day everyone, today I'm going to show you something really exciting that Tamron sent me. The latest Tamron lenses that have come out, there's three versions of them that I'll talk about later, but the three versions of these lenses, you can do some amazing things with the autofocus. They have a USB-C attachment on the lenses, and it means you can update the firmware, but you can also do some amazing things like rack focus and also determine how fast that rack focus goes as well. So I thought I'd take you through that today and show you how this works because it's a really exciting feature. So let's have a look at it now. Unfortunately, you can't do it on an Apple iPhone at this stage, but I'm sure eventually they'll make an app for that as well. So you can only do it on the Android type phone. So that's what I'll be using to show this today. So what I thought we'd do is I'll switch over to a second and you'll see how it works. And I'll also use my phone too to hook and show you with the camera that behind me. It's actually just over here. And I'm going to focus on two objects. So we'll be able to see how it works and how the whole system functions. So I'll use my iPhone. I'll just handhold it to show you how it works through the camera as well. So let's have a look first and I'll just show you how the app works. So let me switch over. So I'm just going to be using this Android phone. Now I have to just turn the camera on and it should automatically start through this. So let me just turn on, I'm using an A9. Now I've got the 150 to 400 millimeter lens on this. It will come to this app that you're looking at here. Now you have to be on manual focus to get this to work. Otherwise it would not function for this sort of racking focus. But you can do a few things with this. You can have focus presets through here. You can also have it racking between a point A and B too. I'm probably just going to show you how you can use the rack focus on this. But the app is pretty extensive. Now all you do is you've got 3 points that you can actually focus to. So you could have three things that you could actually rack focus to in this, and you can determine the time that it takes you to rack between them as well. But what I thought I'll do first, I'll just show you how this works. So up above here, you can see there's a little cog. Now, if I click onto that, this is where you determine how long this takes to rack between the 2 points. So I'll show you first off doing it very quick, and then I'll show you in another one where it's a lot slower. So all you do is you just determine how long you want, and then you click on save. Now, all I'll do now is I focus on the back here. So let me just see. I mean, I'm hand holding this, so you'll have to bear with me, but all I have to do is I go and focus. So I'm just using a focus ring and I've got focus peaking on the Dalek that you see there. And I just have to focus so that that is in focus. Once that's done, I just hit the bottom down here and it'll flash red just up here. And that means that that focus point is set. So now what we'll do is we'll go to the second one. Now the second one again is going to be 0 at this stage. So I'll just press save. Now what you do then is you move to your next point. So I'm now going to focus on the camera in the background. So if I move over here, you can see that that is now focused. If we look at, you can see the focus peaking that's going on through there. So now when I press 1, it will go to the Dalek, as you see there. If I press 2, it will go to the background. You can see the focus peaking that's going on there as well. So, that's really cool. I mean, what a great feature to have. So what we'll do now is I'll show you how we can do the slow sort of rack focus between the two of them so it'll look more filmic. You can see here too, if I click onto this, you can do point seconds. So you could have, say, 0.8 of a second there, or you can have 3 seconds. So let's make it, say, 2 seconds for here, then go to number 2. Go up to here, and I'll also make this one 2 seconds. Now what I'm going to do too now is I'm going to grab the focus point of 0.1, the first one. I'm just going to focus on the Dalek again, which you can see there. I'm just going to hold that down and save. Then we'll go to 0.2. I'm going to go to the camera in the background, which you can see there. And I'm going to now click on 0.2 and just go save. Now I'll show you here what happens. It shows on here that it's 2 seconds and 2 seconds. If I click onto there, number 2, you'll see that it shows it racking between the two of them. So that's how that actually happens. So it will go as you see this, which is very, very cool. And like I said, you could have 3 points if you wanted to. So you could rack between 3 points as well. It really is a great feature. This is your remote. If you want to click onto lens, you can then determine whether your focus ring is linear or non-linear. Now, if you click on this question mark up here, it tells you everything that you can do with using this app. It'll say, for instance, it says, what is lens setup? So this is very thorough. What this will do is it lets you completely program the lens. You can have your, if you look at number 1 there, it's actually saying that this is your custom switch setting. You can determine what that does. Number 2 is the focus set button setting, so you can change what that does as well. And also your focus ring settings can be changed as well. And if you scroll across, it will tell you all the different things that this can actually do. It really is extensive, and it's great that this is all built in to the app itself. So there's a whole series of settings that you can change in here. Focus limiters, ring function with the focus aperture ring function there. So for instance, if you look down here where it's got A/B focus, you can see here that it shows A over this side, B over that side. Again, you're in manual focus, and it says you can record between 2 focus positions A and B smoothly and easily shift focus from one subject to another. If you go over, again, it will tell you how to do it, and you can also do the time for that as well. If you wanted the focus limiter, again, you could use that as a focus limiter. If you wanted to go that way, and it will tell you how to do it as well. Your manual focus ring function, it's saying here how you can change that as well. And again, it will show you how you can reverse it, because some people come from different cameras and it's the opposite to what it was on Sony. You can also select AF manual focusing from this as well, so you could set that as well. And it just says if you hold it for 1 second, it will obviously switch between manual focus or automatic focus as well. So it's really got some great features that are in this. Now, just to let you know too what lenses this works with at this stage, there's 3 of them, but obviously I would say all the new lenses that come out will have this feature sort of built in. It will work at this stage with the 35 to 150, the 28 to 75, here is the 50 to 400. So they're the lenses it will work with at this stage. Like I said, I would think that Tamron probably will start to implement this in most of their lenses that they release from this point. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the future. So there's so many different things that you can do with this. I mean, it's amazing that you've got all these functionalities that you can get from your lens and just from an app on the phone. I can't wait for this to be out actually with the iPhone. It's just a terrific thing to have. I love the fact that you can do your focus racking like that. It's really nice to be able to do that. It's a great feature. I really like it. I mean, yes, you have things that you can do with the phone app sometimes, but I found they can be a little bit flaky using some of the Sony apps and things like that, whereas this is just using this direct connection to the lens, and it seems to work really well, particularly how you can, say, determine how it racks between 2 things and set A, B points and things like that. So it looks really good. Well done, Tamron, in actually implementing this, and I think they've done it very, very well. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Apart from that, everyone, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.